Hey Vikings fans, what's up? Skol Vikings. Can you believe the roller coaster this season has been with all these injuries hitting us hard? Today on Vikings News, we're diving into the latest updates from head coach Kevin O'Connell's press conference that's got us all buzzing with hope heading into the bye week. Stick around because this could change everything for our boys in purple against the Eagles. The Minnesota Vikings have been battling some brutal injury luck this year, one of the worst stretches we've seen in ages, and it's shown up in that inconsistent play on both sides of the ball. But with the bye week here, it's time to heal and reload. O'Connell dropped some major good news on Monday, saying we expect 4 key players to return to practice in different capacities next week. J.J. McCarthy, Donovan Jackson, Blake Cashman, who's opening his 21-day window, and Michael Juergens. Getting these positives right before the bye is huge after all the adversity we've faced. This return to the practice field is a game-changer, especially for our franchise quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who's been sidelined by that nagging high ankle sprain from week 2. The medical staff projected a 4 to 6 week recovery, and O'Connell's been clear. No rushing until he's had a full week of practice. But now, with him stepping back on the field, it lines up perfectly with that Week 7 target against the Eagles. What do you think? Fans, is J.J. ready to take the reins again? Meanwhile, Carson Wentz has been holding it down, going 2-1 in J.J.'s absence with solid stats like 69% completion and 5 touchdowns, but he's nursing a shoulder injury that adds even more urgency. The Vikings showed confidence in these returns by making roster moves, waiving center Vershawn Lee and releasing tight end Nick Vannett on Monday. What does this mean for our depth? Let me know in the comments if you think Wentz sticks around or if JJ's the future we need right now. Donovan Jackson's return can't come soon enough for our banged-up offensive line. He's been out with wrist surgery but could bolster protection just in time for that tough Eagles matchup. Blake Cashman opening his 21-day window from IR is massive for our linebacker core, bringing back that tackling machine who's already shown his value with key stops in limited action this season. And Michael Juergens, stepping up at center, adds stability we've been missing. Imagine the momentum if these guys gel during the bye. But hold up, not all news is golden. Right tackle Brian O'Neill and edge rusher Andrew Van Ginkel weren't mentioned in the updates, and that's a concern with O'Neill dealing with a sprained MCL and Van Ginkel nursing a neck issue. These guys are pillars of our line and pass rush. Without them, facing Philly's defense could be rough. Fans, how worried are you about the O-line holding up? Drop your thoughts below and let's discuss on Vikings News. The bye week's timing is perfect, giving our squad that extra recovery time after a grueling international trip and wins that pushed us to 3-2. O'Connell emphasized using this break to get healthy and find our team identity amid the chaos of injuries plaguing us all season. It's been a factor in every inconsistent snap, but positives like these returns could spark a turnaround. Skol, can you feel the hype building? Looking ahead, Week 7 against the Eagles is no joke. They're stacked, and having Christian Darrisaw ready alongside these potential returns will be crucial for protecting whoever's under center. McCarthy's high ankle sprain recovery has been slower than a standard one, often taking players longer, but practice reps now are the first step to that full week's prep O'Connell demands. What a story this could be for our young QB to rise from the injury ashes. Roster tweaks like cutting Lee and Vannett signal the Vikings are clearing space for these injured stars to reintegrate without roster crunches. Lee barely got snaps on special teams, and Vannett's veteran presence wasn't cutting it with our tight end depth. This move screams confidence in the healing process. Fans, do you approve of shuffling the deck like this to chase a playoff push? Share your hot takes. The next 2 weeks will reveal so much about our Vikings shape heading into that Eagles clash. Will McCarthy reclaim his spot, or does Wentz's shoulder keep him in the mix longer? O'Connell's transparency on injuries has been spot on. No games played here, just straight talk from a coach who gets it. It's moments like these that test our fandom. Who's with me in believing this by turns the tide? Wrapping up these Vikings news updates, the injury front is looking brighter than it's been all season, but we've got hurdles with O'Neill and Van Ginkel still in question. The inconsistent play from both sides? Blame the banged-up roster, but healing now means we're gearing up for a fierce second half. Skol Nation, this is our time to rally. If you're as pumped as I am about these developments, smash that like button, drop a comment on who you want starting at QB, subscribe for more Vikings news breakdowns, and share this with your fellow fans. Let's keep the purple pride alive. Go Vikings!